Let's get rolling. Smash that like and heart button, guys. Remix. Coming at you live from Ontario, Canada. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not at the bridge. going on, everyone? We are live. I am in the sleeper cab of my lowboy. Rigs are in the back, and I'm using Trudeau's Wi-Fi. I'm just kidding. I'm at home, guys. I'm at home. What's happening? What's going on, everyone? Welcome. It is, I got the live chat up there, kind of, so you guys can see, the different platforms, if anyone's even talking on, multi-platform. But you guys can talk to each other. If it gets in the way, I'll just turn it off or something. Let me know if it's in the way, if it's bugging you guys or anything like that. I see you guys got a nice laugh out of that intro. Nice. Stingy, I don't have a homemade burger, but I do have some stuff to show you. So hopefully it will, work out for you. But before we get into anything, let's roll that intro. Where's the button? Here it is. Hold on, guys. All right, intro is there. Please, oh my gosh, I have the chat covering up my, subscribe, bell button, thumbs up, do all that stuff anyway, even though half of it was cut out. That's all right. So what's going on, everyone? How's it going? How's everyone doing? The chat on the screen might be too wide. Too wide? I can adjust that. Let's see. Whoop. Is that a little better? How's that? Too big? Too small? You want smaller yet? Still too big? I don't know. It stays in proportion. I can't manually just go like wide or not. So we'll see what happens. I can go a little smaller. Let's try that. Can you guys read it? My screen's a lot smaller on OBS, so it's harder for me to tell how big it actually is. So let me know if it needs adjustment, or I'll just turn the thing off. Could do that too. It's that easy. Let's do a quick roll call here. See what's going on. Scrolling up and up and up. Okay, MANOMINER, what's going on? Kiss Ruckus. Rud Putz, what's happening? King Mining, Alex Reed, Kiss Ruckus again. Ultra Combo 619, what's happening? Gary Peters, Dave Collins, Fudweiser, what's going on? Rud Putz, Raheem, what's happening? Fundum Metal, scrolling. Dave Collins, just wants to sell his Jeep. Looks like, yeah, hardly depreciated. You find the right buyer, you may be able to get more for what you actually paid for it as well. So you know what? Just hang in there. Mike Baldwin, Gregory, Raheem, Dave Collins, of course, Stingy. I got something for you. Just hold on a second. Mike Baldwin, Cherish, Key Enigma Adventures, Pirate, Hood Stubble, Boogie. Oh, that's crazy. Crazy names. Crazy, some of you guys. At the Petite, I don't even know. I'm early this time. Yeah, you're early. You're on time. Nice. NA, what's going on? Oh, it just jumped. Ogre MGTOW, Kickus 33, Rick K, Jasper, Gregory, Nicholas Landley. What's going on? How's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? I got to check the other platform here. Rud Putz, Fudweiser, what's going on over there? Nice. So you can argue with yourself, technically, in theory. Kind of. I'll trade my 3090 for a Jeep if anyone's interested. Yeah. Oh, crazy. But you know what? Let's take a look, Stingy. I got something for you. I know this can be very random for new people to the channel. Stingy, he wants to see something. He's from Norway, I believe, somewhere. He's Norwegian. And, he sends a donation. Threadripper Fund, guys. We got the Threadripper Fund going. We're trying to purchase a Threadripper for showcasing and testing purposes. Anyway, but Stingy, he wants to see Canadian products all the time. So I got some stuff for him. Everything. He has a big, huge list that he always wants to see. But hopefully some of this stuff may be on the list. It may not. I'm going to shut the chat off for a second. And here we go. So first up, we have no Canadian additives. Is that a thing? But no, here it is. It's some tomato juice. You can see. Boom. Canada Fancy Heinz tomato juice. Come on, get in focus. Fresh tomatoes, allegedly, 1.36 liters, 48 fluid ounces, 2 servings of vegetables, and something else. What is that? About 25 milligrams of, what is it? Lycopene? I don't know what that is. Who knows? Something that they're just trying to trick you with a big name. Next up, I also got some Quaker Harvest Crunch for you here. Come on, get in the focus. Why aren't you focusing for me? Come on, camera. Focus for me. It has nice Canadian stuff here. Oh, I gotta get closer. Okay. Made with 100% Canadian oats, high source of fiber, and made with all natural flavors. So that's probably bad, actually. I don't know. Quaker, 1877, Canadian thing. Oh, check this out. Also made with real Canadian maple syrup. So, there's a big Canadian plus for you. And I also got another bag of Quaker here, non-GMO. See, non-GMO verified Quaker. This is 100% whole wheat grain oats. Quick oats, cooks in 1.5 minutes. Oat fiber helps reduce cholesterol. No, I am not sponsored by Quaker at all. We got a look in here if you want to see some too. Let's just have a quick peek inside. Hopefully I don't spill it over my keyboard. Look at that. Some nice oats. Get that camera in there. Oh yeah. See? Oats. Is that a worm? You guys see that? Is that a worm right there? I'm just kidding. There's no worm in there. What do you think this is? So hopefully that helps you out. And yeah, there's some Canadian stuff for you to see there, Stingy. I'm gonna put the camera down now. Nice. All right, there you go. Chat's back on. Let's see what we got going on in the live chat now. Canada has a maple syrup crisis, right? There's some craziness going on. There's a show on Netflix all about that. And I don't know. Quebec is really big. That's a few provinces over from me. I'm in Alberta, so I don't really know the full scope of it. But in Quebec, yeah, maple syrup is massive. Stingy, thank you very much for the 50 knock. Thank you very much. You're the best, but I'm still looking forward to seeing Canadian bacon and a Canadian homemade burger. I know you are. Don't worry, man. It's coming. It's coming. It's just I got up this morning. I was like, oh no, we didn't make any homemade burgers or something. We didn't do it. So I'm going to click some of these, fancy mining icons here for you guys. Bam, send. Boom. Nice. All right. There's some icons for you guys. If you want to know how to get those or you have the symbol, like you see some people have the symbol beside their name, that's because they are loyal channel members. So big shout out to all you members out there. Much appreciated. You get some background information every once in a while on tests that I am doing. So nice. Hit that join function if you do want to become a member. Morning all. It's on the bridge. What's on the bridge? What are we talking about? A Canadian worm? Woohoo! A Canadian worm. Some caterpillars or something out there. No, Canada has maple syrup reserves. We released some of them, but we have tons. Yeah, we got a lot of maple syrup. There's lots. Don't worry. If you guys are looking for some maple syrup, it's on the road. Never mind. It's not on the road. It's all blocked by trucks. That was a joke. Oh, insane. Now roll that bean footage. I don't know what we're talking about today. Just random stuff. AMA, go over a few things. Let me see. Just my screen here. Web read. Yeah, what are our Ethereum blocks looking like today? 2, 2, 2, 2.1, 2.3, 2, 2, 2.1, 2.1, 2.8. So average blocks. The odd one was slightly higher at 2.8 and 2.3, but overall, nothing major going on. No crazy NFT drops. Ethereum hash rate is sitting at 1 petahash again. Yesterday we were down to 996. Today we're back up to 1. So obviously these small fluctuations could easily be something, from like nice hash swapping over to something or whatever. So yeah, nothing going on here. No massive hash rate coming in and no massive hash rate obviously coming off at this time, even though the prices are down. I've been doing some searching here, looking around to see what are GPU prices looking like in my area. I have this searched out for Alberta, and they're still extremely expensive. Absolutely sickening expensive, dumb. I don't like it. But look at this 1662 Super, like $580. Come on, guys. This is Canadian prices, remember, Canadian. MSI 1080 Armor 8GB, $620. Brand new inbox FTW3 Ultra 3080, $2,100. You got to be kidding me. That is like $50 less than a 3090 after taxes. Come on, guys. This guy, he should shoot himself in the foot. I don't know. 3080 gaming OC 10 gig video card. Brand new inbox also $2,000. No thanks. 3060 Ti Vision OC 8GB, 1050. 3060 Ti. Oh, that's double the price. I was like, wait, what's this going on? But yeah, 3060 Ti. Yeah, no thanks. 3060 Ti Vision again, $1,000. Oh, these people. Oh, this one's white. Swap trade. Well, let me know what you want. We'll sell for $2,500. Oh my gosh, more than a 3090. It's white, guys. It's white. You have to, add an extra $800-900 onto that because it's colored white. EBJX3 3080 1690. That's a little better, but it's LHR, but still too much. Like, remember, if you get in a Best Buy drop or something, a 3080 Founders Edition non-LHR, the cheapest ones you can get, it's $1,049 or something Canadian. And yeah, here we go. Almost 1,700 for this card. And it's LHR. Again, moving forward, after Ethereum's gone, LHR doesn't really matter as much. But GPU prices, at least in my area, definitely not coming down at all. Even as much as a lot of these blogs are saying, GPU prices are on the low. You know, you see all these YouTubers, gamer YouTubers, GPU prices coming down. This is coming down. Yes, awesome time for gamers, yada, yada. I don't know where they're getting their numbers. They're lying to you. Okay, what else we got? Let's take a look at mining rigs. See if the more mining rigs are, you know, coming up for sale and what they're priced at. Obviously, it's going to be ridiculous, stupid prices, but we're still going to look at them because why not? We like to. Mining rig, what do we got here? 463 mega hash, $12,000. Says enough. Not happening. Crypto mining rigs, GPU graphics card, no. 3060 GPU, 950 when GPUs here again. 6 GPU mining rig frame with brushless fans, $110. Yeah, I don't know. 750 watt power supply with breakout board. Doesn't tell you which one. It just says it has one at least. $100. That's not too bad. I get that's 750 one. Yeah, maybe that's not bad. 365 mega hash, 6x3060 Ti's, non-LHR, $7,200. Again, no thanks. NVIDIA GTX 1088 gigabyte. Oh my gosh. So all these people here, they're going to be dropping. Like, I can expect this after, say, about 2 months after Ethereum is done mining. There's a lot more stuff on the market. You could probably buy this exact same rig. Right now, it's listed $7,200. 6x3060 Ti's, non-LHR. That'll probably be selling for under $2,000. I'm thinking. You know, it could be around the $2,000 to under $2,000. That's how bad, you know, the flooding coming in when people start selling off their hardware. It's going to get hard, you know, very much down. So if these guys, they literally want to actually try to sell stuff. If you're a scalper and you're watching this right now, maybe rethink your life. But secondhand, you know, maybe you should start dropping your prices. Get below everybody by like $1,000, you know, $500, $800. Get below all these because you're going to be stuck with your hardware sometime moving forward because you're not going to be able to sell it. You're going to be losing a lot of value. So if you want the chance to sell something, you should be dropping your prices, you know, a considerable amount, not $5 under, not $1 under the next guy. You should literally like $500 to $800, and then someone might take a second look at it. But right now, you know, it's not looking good in the old pricing department on hardware. That's just me, my 2 cents. Not financial advice for anyone out there that probably just went out there. Because there's people out there, there's probably someone that went out yesterday and picked up one of these scalper GPUs. And I'm sorry for that, but some people are. Keep that in mind. That's why the prices remain high. If they're being sold, then, you know, why bring it down? But, you know, with what's coming, you're going to want to get rid of that hardware if you do plan on selling it really, really fast. Because eventually, like, it's going to come to a time where prices are going to be dropping every single day when you're looking at that used market. Magic Lucky, how much does a 3090 Founders cost in Canadian dollars? I think I got mine. You know, we'll look it up. I can't double check. I think it's like 2,200, 2,150 or something. Let's have a look. Best Buy 3090. I can't remember exactly what I paid for mine. 3090 Best Buy Canada. 2,049. So like I said, so after prices, or not after price, after I guess GST in Alberta, which is 5%. You guys can't even see that because I switched my screen. There you go. So let me just do the quick, you know, tax calculation. All said and done at the till, walking out of the store. I'm just gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 2050 times that by 1.05. So 2152. So $2,152.50. So 2150, rough estimate, is what this cost if you were to pick it up in the store. And like, people are selling 3080s for higher than that price by a couple $100, as we just saw. Also, what are the 3090s even going for on the used market? I don't even know. Kijiji 3090, like 3,000, 3,500. I don't even know. It's going to be absolutely horrible. Something crazy high. Click. Go. 3090. All categories. Oh, don't want to load for me. 3090. 6x3090 mining rig, 22,000. NVIDIA, here we go. GeForce RTX 3090 Founders Edition, $3,590. Almost $3,600. That's like the MSRP price of the 3090 Ti that's allegedly maybe LHR. We don't know. I know, remember I hinted in that video a while ago about they're having the 3090 was delayed and it was due to BIOS issues and stuff. And pretty much it wasn't doing what they wanted it to do. And the rumors are out there. I may have started the rumor. I have no idea. But I said in that video that it may be due to LHR. And a lot of other people are starting to think the exact same thing. So very interesting to find out when it actually drops. If you look back, remember, they did say, they didn't expect the 3090 to be bought by miners. Obviously, miners bought the 3090. I have one myself. Panda has a whole bunch. And as you know, a whole bunch of other people have a whole bunch of 3090s for crypto mining. So yes, miners are buying them. And at the same time, they did hint that they may even LHR the 3090. At this point in time, I don't think they're going to do it. They're getting ready for their 4000 series, but they did state every new card being made after the initial LHR ones were going to be LHR. So, the 3060 came out, LHR, the 3070 Ti, 3080 Ti, LHR, and now the newest one of them all, 3090 Ti coming out. It has a high chance to be LHR. So keep that in mind if you're out there and you're like, oh, I want this big bad boy. It's going to be a massive beast when it comes to mining. It may be for other things, but when it comes to power consumption, the 3090s, even the 3080s is not in my recommended book to purchase because they're, moving forward, we got to look at efficiency, and those GPUs really aren't that efficient for mining. Is Best Buy doing the Total Tech membership paywall in Canada? We kind of went through this yesterday, Magic Lucky. I don't think so. I do not think we're getting that whole, Best Buy trying to make U.S. money from all the people in the United States. In Canada, it does seem like we are still doing the in-store drops because we don't fight and everything around here. We all hand out maple syrup, candy bars, watch each other's chairs, get along, and talk about stuff. So we're all nice. So, they continue to do it. But I'm just going to take a look at the NVIDIA blog just to showcase here to see what the latest info is. NVIDIA blog. Oh, I guess I got to put in Best Buy, not just straight up NVIDIA blog. So how to purchase a GPU at Best Buy, yada, yada, yada. Make sure you guys can see this. Turn off the chat for a second. So here you can see, editor's note. This article will be updated soon with details of where select store locations and when we will again offer a limited number of GeForce RTX 30 series graphics cards for in-store purchases. So it sounds like they're still going to be doing a drop. This editor's note just got put on about 2 weeks ago or something. So usually it happens Thursday morning. So Wednesday nights is when you head in to stand in line. Obviously, when I find out when this is going to happen, I'll let you guys know. I'll run a short or something on the channel and say, yo, Best Buy Canada, dropping GPUs like bombs or whatever, But yeah, I'll let you guys know what I can. I don't know if I'm going to go to this one or not. I'm up in the air still. I would like to I'd love to get my hands on a 3080 because I don't have a 3080 Founders Edition to test. But at the same time, if I was, based on efficiencies and numbers, the 3070 probably would be the best card moving into the future. But that kind of throws me in a predicament because obviously for the channel and everything, I need different GPUs to test all the time. So I'm telling you guys not to buy 3080s and 3090s, but if I go and buy a 3080, then it doesn't really make sense because I went against everything I told you. So I'm kind of letting you know my reasoning behind things. I need one to test, but my go-to in terms of the Best Buy drops or something, the Founders Edition cards, I would probably roll with a 3070 if I, had to do my absolute best choice. But that's just me. Everyone's looking at different options and do your own research and all that other stuff. You seen the new Team RabidMiner? Yes, I just updated hiveos last night. I did see that they offered the dual mining and everything for eth+ton and whatnot across AMD with Team RabidMiner. So I'm going to have a look at that as well. I got to look into setting threads for your CPUs for hiveos as well. So I got a couple things coming up here, but I'm going to be looking through that throughout the week for sure. Also, I know it's dropped out there. Oh, why? I logged in just before the stream and now it's gone. Sad times. All right, let's just go into here. Log in. Looks like the rewards were a little bit lower than last week. I can't remember last week's complete numbers. But and I got to minus it, open it. See, this is the trick. If it won't move for you, you just do that. Bam. And yeah, so it looks like this week we got 3,052 Raptorium. When I believe last week it was like, You guys can't even see that. I believe last week it was 33 or something, wasn't it? I can't remember. I got to go back in the transactions and go through them all. But slightly lower, so maybe more nodes and stuff went on online. I thought, allegedly, that the percentage doesn't drop unless you actually, they increase the staking amount per node, not by the actual node number going on the network. But I could have that mistaken. I'll find more info on that for you guys soon. And speaking of inodes, we may as well just jump into inodes because a few of you have been asking about the achievement process, and I haven't really been paying attention to them, but you know, it may be something you guys are interested on. Look, I turned everything nice yellow. You can change your colors. Nice. Look at this. Stands out nice. Anyway, enough about that. Achievements. Here we are. Look at the achievements. Can't really see that very well. No, why did I hit links? Oops. Sorry. I hit the links button. I guess we gotta go to full screen for this one. You still can't really see it. I gotta move my full screen over for you guys. I know it's, we gotta move. Oh, not that one. Not that one. Is it this one? There we go. Let's just start over here. So here you can see compounder. So this activates compounding at 100%. Fee reduction of 0.05%. So you can actually reduce your fees. So we know at the start, you start off, it's a 6% fee on the Raptorium that you get from your payout. So a 6% fee goes to inodes based on your payouts, not from your Raptorium you put in and not from your Raptorium you pull out. It's based just on your, it's not a really staking, but I guess your collateral on your Wednesdays and Sundays payouts from having it, your collateral on the node. So that's where that 6% comes out of. And here, if you use the compounding feature, which auto implies it right back into the node itself. So you don't, like what I usually do, I have it going to Zelcore and then I can, you know, track it and then I just send it right back. But if I can bypass that whole process and it goes right back into your onboarding address by itself, you can save 0.05% on your fees here. So that'll drop this down to, I guess, 5.85 or something, I guess, if that works out right. Now we have fish here, have over 100K Raptorium collateral in inodes. Nice, be on node 69. You got a fee reduction of 0.069%. Dolphin, have over 500K Raptorium in collateral, doesn't do anything. Whale, have over 1 million Raptorium in collateral in inodes. The fee reduction is 0.15%. So that's the biggest one. No, that's not the biggest one. Nodler looks like it is. So, but this is the second biggest one. So if you are a whale in achievement, I'm not, I wish I was, you can drop it down 0.15%. So that'll drop this down. So another 5.75 or something. Lucky guy, success is simple, a matter of luck. Any failure, what? Success is simply a matter of luck. Ask any failure. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what that achievement's all about. Something about failures and whatever. But it's a point. Oh, that's the biggest one. 0.5%. All right, so this is number one. Whale is number two. And Nodler. No, Nodler is number two. Anyway, moving forward. So many stuff. Diamond hands. No withdrawals asked starting after 90 days since your first deposit. Fee reduction of 0.1%. And you got your Nodler over here, which is have enough collateral to own a node. That'd be absolutely amazing. I wish. Fee reduction of 0.2%. So you can get, depending on these achievements, some of them help out and some of them are just there to say whatever, you know, have 500K, awesome. Have 100K, awesome. Whatever. But these ones, the lucky guy, it sounds like a catastrophic failure. I probably don't want that one. If you get that one, something bad probably happened just by reading that. So I don't know what's going on with that one for sure. But at least having whale, Nodler, and compounder. Compounders, everybody can do, no problem. You just got to set your automatic compounding here, which I'll show you how to do in a second. But these ones right here, these two are the big ones. These ones are nice. 0.2 and 0.15% reduction out of your user fees. You know, then obviously you should be getting a little more back. Now, compounding, let's just take a look at, is it in addresses? It is, yeah, it is. So it's right here, compound stacking. Oh, you guys still can't see that, so I got to move it some more. So here's the compound stacking, and I have mine inactive because I'm getting to this. But if I was to unlock it, so first thing you'd have to do you do an email unlock or a two-factor unlock. So you got to unlock it. You'll get your email. You click that link, then you'll have 10 minutes to make any changes. This is a safety feature that's going on here. And then, I'll click the inactive here. I'll engage it, and then I'll tell it to use, 100% compound stack back in here. So you can set 50%, 100%, 20%, whatever you want to go back in. And the achievement is for 100%. So instead of resending it and, maybe a little bit of extra, really, really cheap transaction fees, Raptorium is dirt cheap to send. You click this, put it to 100%, and instead of going into my Zelle core, it'll go straight back into this onboarding address and then right back to the node when it's ready to load. And I'll be cutting down a little bit of a percentage and unlock that achievement in the process. So that's kind of how that works out if you're curious about it at all. Let's just jump back into here. Bam, bam, boom. All right, nice. Any questions about that? Anybody have questions? I got to jump to the other chat. Do we have any chats going on here? Red Llama, what's going on over here? Oh, gosh, a whole bunch of you guys are talking. I don't even know what's going on. I got to scroll up on the other side. You guys are blowing it up, I tell you. Awesome. Oh, I see swearing going on. Rud Potts, what are you doing over there? Maybe it's allowed. Morning. Wow, guess it's afternoon. Miners for 9. Yeah, it's still technically morning for me. I got a half an hour till noontime here. It's 11:30 a.m. my Mountain Standard Time. I think he's hauling oats in his truck today. Day or night. Oh my gosh, you're hilarious. Red Lava, what's going on? He's Red Lava. A Canadian bacon burger sounds interesting. Miner for mine. Pineapple Canadian bacon burger would be awesome, but sounds Hawaiian. I found two 1660 Ti's for $350 in New Jersey, USA. I'm debating it. $350. That seems overpriced in USD currencies, because that's probably $450, almost $500 Canadian. So that seems steep. I don't even know what the MSRP of a 1660 is. They're only like what, $300 Canadian. So that's like 200 or so USD. It's probably the price you'd want to look for. Plus, as the GPUs come in, you can that's a used GPU. That's not new. That's used. You can start, tinkering that price down some more, especially in a couple months from now when Ethereum's gone. You're going to be able to get, a lot better deals. I mean, you're probably better off waiting the couple months until Ethereum's gone if you really want to get GPUs. Should we pick it up at FTW 3080 Ti next Friday? Was able to get one at Best Buy's Thursday drop. Oh, nice, Miner for 9. So you got through the paywall. Fundwiser, hey, Rabid, make me a mod over here. A certain number of Jesus. Oh, you guys. You think really going to be June for consensus or closer to September? I don't know when the consensus layer is actually going to drop. If you guys are unfamiliar with the consensus layer, everybody knows this as Ethereum 2.0. Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff out there that there's misinformation going on everywhere between blog posts and whatever else. But pretty much how it goes on is the merge. The merge is the transition from proof of work to proof of stake. Now, it has been, I don't know if they named the consensus layer the merge, renamed it, or if the consensus layer is actually what they renamed Ethereum 2.0 to. Because Ethereum 2.0 gets confusing for a lot of people. There's a lot of people that think it's a brand new Ethereum. It's a brand new Ethereum. Do I got to swap my old Ethereum to new Ethereum for Ethereum 2.0 and yada, yada, yada? No. Ethereum is Ethereum. It's all the same. It's just moving over to a proof of work, chain now instead of, or proof of stake chain instead of from a proof of work chain. So the consensus layer is, I don't know if it's the finished product or if it's what they're actually calling the merge and everything at this point. I don't really know, but is it going to happen? I think they already kind of silently, accidentally said it's delayed longer. Hear me out first. You may have not, there's nothing official saying it's delayed. There's nothing official saying, it's not delayed. According to them, they're all saying it's on track. It's ready to hit June or July. It's going to happen. They're still saying that. They say they're on track. But allegedly, thanks to, I don't know if Max Voltage is out there. He mentioned this in a stream last week that Tim Bako, as we know, is usually the front runner. And he's the one showcasing all this information. He was always saying, June or July, it's set. June or July, it's set. But as of his latest time, he answered it a little bit differently. He said, it's going to happen this year. Before that, he always said June or July. He had a time frame on it. Now he went from June or July to happening this year. What does that mean? in my mind, it thinks they don't want to publicly say their network is extremely broken. We all know it is, but I think it may be possibly delayed just due to the words that he used. Instead of having a straight timeline like he previously did and was so confident on, he is now saying this year, which is all over the place. That, that could be another 10 months away, 8 months away, 9 months away, 11 months away. It could be next year. It could be 2 years from now. Remember, they've been talking about eth+2 since 2017, guys. So, yeah. Who knows what could happen? I think they, kind of allegedly, silently said it's already extended without any official confirmation on that. But again, they're still telling us June or July in straight numbers. So we'll see what happens. Oh, there's Max Voltage. Where is he? Last word on merge community call. The merge will happen when it will happen. Oh, that. I don't even know how to react to that one. It'll happen. Oh, thanks, Max Voltage. It'll happen when it's going to happen. So you guys can take that any way you want to take it. It's going to happen when it happens. So I'll see you guys in 2029, and we'll still be asking if it's coming out this year. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Oh, how's the Threadripper fun going? I don't know. It's horrible. Horrible. I tell you that much for sure. Oh, I think I'm tearing up a little bit. Thanks, Max Voltage. That was awesome. I got to get you on the show one of these days because you got to, educate everybody out here about, what's going on these networks because you're the network guy. You know all this stuff. You follow it. You watch the calls. I haven't seen it. I don't even know the last time I saw one of the actual eth calls or anything. It's been a while. Is GMiner better than T-Rex now? I don't know. It depends what you want to mine, I suppose. I guess GMiner's better on some algorithms where T-Rex, I think, is still the better miner for the majority of the NVIDIA algorithms. But again, I guess you'd have to test everything with everything to finally get to the end of that. Seb is giving away an OCTOMINER. What is your advice for the potential winner? Which OCTOMINER is it? I guess it'd come down to which OCTOMINER is it, and then each one has a different way. Now, if it's the X12, obviously you're going to want to run 240 volt or something. You can run it on 110, 120 volt as well, but you will be dropping from 1200 watt server power supplies down to 900 watts because you won't be able to fully utilize all the power. When it comes to the X8 Ultra Plus, those are 750 watts, which can utilize 110 and 120 volt at full capacity, 750 watts per PSU, and there's 4 of them, so you got 3,000 watts there. But you are going to need at least a 35 amp breaker in order to run the capacity at 3,000 watts. I think at 80%, that gives you around like 3,300 watts or something. Now, if you try to spread it, or you can spread it around multiple plugs, but that's the biggest seller on the X8 Ultra Plus because it can be utilized on 120 volt, but you do have to have the breaker that supports it or you'll be blowing breakers all the time. And what I mean by breaker instead of plug is that a lot of people do confuse circuits and plugs and everything around. So for an example, I made a video on it a long time ago. It was when I was like, first started making videos. So it's really crappy, but I went through my room and say you go into a room and you have 4 or 5 plugs in your room. Those are all running off the same circuit. So if you plug them in to each plug in the same room, depending on how your circuit is set up, but most of the time they're on the same circuit unless you get individual plugs ran in beside them in parallel and stuff. But if you plug into 4 different plugs in the same room, they're all running on the same breaker. And if majority of breakers have anywhere from 15 to 20 amps are the most common size. So you're only utilizing about 1,440 watts at 120 volt on a 15 amp breaker. So you're going to be blowing that breaker all the time if you're plugging that thing in to all the same plugs on the same room, which is why I like to use the term circuit, because that refers to your actual breaker and the capacity of the complete circuit itself, not just single plug uses. That makes sense to you. What do you got here? Lucky guy and I know just giving out randomly, so you have to be lucky to get the reduction. Lucky guy. Oh, lucky guy and I know just giving out randomly. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. How often do they do that? I need to talk to Mr. iNodes man about that. Say, hey, give me Mr. Lucky, or I'm leaving iNodes. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna do that either. But I like iNodes, but I don't know randomly. So that makes sense. At least it's there's no chance of some catastrophic failure happening. Is the way it kind of sounded. Anyone has some giveaway graphic cards that don't need? I highly doubt it. I think everybody needs all their graphics cards to the very bitter end. But hey, you never know. There might be someone out there. What is it? Golden Wolf at Red Llama Crypto. Rabid's trying to play the fine line of multi-platforms at the same time. What are you talking about? Hey, where'd my chat go? Oh yeah, I turned it off. I didn't turn it back on. There you go. Now you guys can argue with each other. Argue with each other. Go for it. You should ask Yankee. I thought you enter. What? I thought you just enter by following the instruction. What are we talking about now? I'm lost. What's up with Team Red Mining? What do you mean? What's up with it? Something happened? Do you like pro hashing, Dennis Matkovich? I used to like pro hashing. I'm guessing you're referring to the Antminer L3 Plus. That's what I did use pro hashing with. It has a great dashboard. It's absolutely awesome. Makes things really easy visually and nice. But in terms of profitability, it seems like it was a bit lower. If you're using Antminer L3 Plus, I do believe the most profitable pool, based on all my testing, is Litecoin pool. Now, it has the worst dashboard of them all, but it does seem to mine the most amount of Litecoin, which is very interesting. I got to look into that, actually, because let's just go to Litecoin pool. I did see that the L7s are actually out now. There's people getting them in, so I'm curious how my profits and stuff actually have been dropping and what the difficulty's looking like. How many? We don't even know how many actually came out though, so that's another question. How many actually released? Also, guys, come on, we got 124 viewers, 58 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, thumbs up, like, heart, follow, whatever you're watching on. Hit all the buttons you see. Just smash them all, except for the bad ones. Don't hit those ones. So we're gonna go to full history here and see if any profitabilities came down at all. Why did you tell me? So 0.28, 27, 27, 27, 28, 28. So we did get a little drop. I'm going to have to check Reddit again, see when those people started posting, because people were posting a few days ago, and this is what, the second, third? Yeah, it's about around the same time. The difficulty may be going up. Obviously, the easier way to check the difficulty would be to just, I guess, check the Litecoin difficulty. Litecoin hash rate. We got miner stats or something in here. Litecoin hash rate, miner stat. Are you on here? Miner stat, Litecoin mining calculator. I don't want the calculator, but it'll work for us. Network hash rate. Did it go up? It's not too bad, really. Thinking about it. No, it's not up too much. Where's difficulty chart? Oh, difficulty came on an uprise. Where's the biggest peak? Around January? Nope, that's too late. It was around here. I guess that was 2 days ago. So this kind of jump kind of makes sense, but MinerStat also runs into glitches quite a bit. Like if you looked at the Ravencoin halving, it was like stuck flat for a couple days, no movement. It was like moving, then flat, and then it just catastrophic failure to 50% and then slowly start climbing again. So sometimes MinerStat can't really be too legit, but it's fairly consistent here. It doesn't look like we're seeing too much with those Antminer L7s, but if you're unfamiliar with the L7, it's literally 19 Antminer L3 pluses for the power consumption of like 5.5. So it's an extremely efficient script miner, and it's an absolute beast. Obviously, it's new tech and stuff, so it's expected, but still, it's absolutely crazy. I want one. I want 10 of them, actually. I don't have the power to run one of them, but I still want 10 of them. Scrolling up, we have a bunch of ads here. Okay, we went through that. What's up with Team? I don't know. I don't understand what you mean by what's up with Team Red Miner. Dual mining with Team Red Miner. Yeah, I seen that. Is it not working for some people? I seen Son of a Tech posting a tweet the other day if anyone actually got it working. I guess he was having issues, but I also see other people, telling me that they're dual mining on 5700 XTs and stuff and whatnot right now with Team Red Miner, so it seems to be working. I haven't looked into it yet. Like I said earlier in the live stream, that I did update all my hiveos rigs, so I do have it all installed. I just haven't done any of that yet. So I'm going to be looking into that. I'll be checking out my 5700 XTs and seeing how they do operate and stuff like that when it comes to dual mining. We'll see what happens. Your video chat making it hard to see your screen. Oh, yes, it does. You know, I'll just turn it off. See you later, chat. Boom. Later. Sorry, guys. You can't fight with each other now. Moving back over here. Real gamers hate NFTs and crypto. Real game developers are listening to their gamers. Miners like NFTs and gaming. Only crypto developers really going forward with NFT gaming. Oh, what's your thought on NFT games? I don't really have thoughts on NFT games. I think it has potential. I think it's also a new thing. So like you said, gamers have issues with it. Miners don't have issues with it, yada, yada. I think eventually, somehow in the future, it's just like probably when the internet first came out and all these other things, you know, whoa, what's that? We don't need it. We don't want it, yada, yada. Now everyone has it. Moving forward, I do believe eventually things will slowly kind of consolidate and everything will be a mix and, you know, it'll all be together sometime in the future. How long that'll take, who knows if it's this lifetime or, you know, our kids' lifetime or something. But, you know, it's going to happen eventually, I think. Just who knows when. Red Llama stop frame GPU teardown vid is amazing. Red Llama stop. He has a teardown vid that's absolutely amazing. Oh, gonna have to check it out. See him tear it down. Did he use a sledgehammer? My teardown vids usually consist of smashing it with a sledgehammer. I'm gonna tear this thing down and it's never getting put back together. That might get some views actually. You know what? Should I take a sledgehammer to my 3090? I'm just kidding. I'd never do that. Oh my gosh. This is what I think of you, NVIDIA. Oh. MC, it's good. I put ground Italian sausage and ground beef in the sauce when I made it. Oh, nice. I didn't feel like making noodles today. What are you guys talking about? You guys are talking about cooking. What? Found Rabid, got involved to Raptorium. Nice channel, man. Love it. Oh, hey, Locks, what's happening? Thank you so much for showing up and glad you love the channel. Trying to help out, you know, spread some word, whatever else. Are you going to the next Best Buy drop? I'll send you BTC ahead of time if you can get me something. Possibly. I'm thinking about it. I'm still up in the air. I might go to it, but it depends when it's happening, what's happening at the time. I'll probably end up going to it, yes, but I just can't guarantee it. What do you want? What are you trying to get? Let me know before I go. And hopefully I don't forget about it. Yankee would be proud. You mean what? RTM pool? What? Oof. No video graphics abuse, please. No video. You remember that guy a while back when the PlayStation 4 first dropped? And it was, you had that channel, Smash My PS4 or whatever, the video or something that just took off. But people were waiting in line to get the PlayStation 4 and he got in there, he got one, they're all sold out. And he literally took it, he threw it on the ground in front of a whole lineup of people when they were sold out and smashed it with a sledgehammer, just screaming, smash my PS4. I was laughing my head off. There were people in line that wanted to rip his head off. And there are other people that fell to the ground crying because they couldn't get one and they're watching this guy smash it. So I thought it was pretty funny. But I don't know. Everyone has different humor. Get whatever you can, we will buy it. Get whatever you can, we'll buy it. I want that GPU, that GPU, that GPU. Hey, and there were times where I could have got 2 GPUs in single Best Buy drops. So, you know, that's a thing too. I remember one time when I first went to the one, actually, I went in there. I brought a change of clothes and everything with me. I went inside, got my GPU and everything, went back to the truck, changed, went back inside. And I'm like, hey, you guys, I'm late. You know, playing like, I just got here, I'm late. Are there any GPUs left? And they had a, what did they have left? I think there was a 3080 Ti. And I was like, I don't want that garbage. And I walked out. But I could have got 2 GPUs the first time I went out there. That was around the 30 Ti when it first came out. But I was like, no, I don't want that garbage. And I walked out. And yeah, I could have got 2 that time. But yeah, great story. One of my 3080 FEs stopped hashing and I need a replacement. What? How did your 3080 stop hashing? What's going on there? There's something crazy going on. Only reason I mined RTM was because RabidMining. Thank you, sir. Johnny Cole, hey, no problem. Glad you like mining yourself some Raptorium. I am doing that test. If you guys are unaware, I am testing. What am I testing? I'm going to show you guys right now what I'm all testing here. Let's just go to Raptorium mining pools. Got a massive test going on. It's my biggest test ever. And the last time I did this big coin test, I thought it was my biggest test. Well, this one's beating it. This one's the biggest test of all tests when it comes to testing. So I'm testing for a week here. I got 8 CPUs running. They're all 3900Xs. I would use more if I had more 3900Xs, but I don't. So the other ones are 3950Xs, 2 of them, and one's my workstation, which is part-time mining 5950X. But 8 of my 3900Xs are testing. One's on Flockpool, one's on rplant, one's on Monero Ocean, one's on Minifacil, whatever it's called, however you pronounce it. One's on Raptorium Emporium, one's on Coin Miners, and one is mining AVN. So I'm testing these 6 Raptorium mining pools, so Flockpool, rplant, Supernova, Minifacil, Raptorium Emporium, and Coin Miners. On top of that, I'm also going to be putting up, we're just going to pick the highest number of whatever these pools are. Then we're also going to be going up against Monero Ocean to see if that beats Raptorium in the week. And then I'm also got AVN mining. So we're going to be comparing Monero Ocean versus Raptorium versus AVN at the same time as competing and comparing 6 different Raptorium mining pools. So that's very interesting. And then it got me thinking, all right, well, I'm curious, what are the best AVN mining pools? So maybe after this test, I'm going to have to throw a bunch of rigs onto different AVN mining pools and test all them out. So I might do that in the future as well, but we'll see what happens. I also want to try a different test to see what it's worth when it comes to overclocking your CPU. As you know, I like to run efficient, hash to watt ratio, everything like that. So I'm debating on taking, another 6 rigs once I figure out the most profitable Raptorium pool after 011 data. 011 data, it's gone now, as you guys know. RIP. Everyone, moment of silence, please. But it's gone now. It was the most, profitable pool. That's what a lot of us used. And then all this. So we're doing a new test, find a new profitable pool. But I want to test like 3.6 versus 3.7 versus 3.8 versus 3.9 versus like 4 and then maybe like 4.1. Obviously we got to get some nice stable voltages for them all. And I want to see. Look at the power consumption of these CPUs at the time, what they draw, and then see how much more coins we actually get, because I think it's very, very minimal and it doesn't make sense. I try saying that a lot. It doesn't make sense to really overclock your CPU. And what I mean by overclock your CPU is running it over its stock clocks. Yesterday, we looked at how I look at CPUs and what I look for when picking one out. So they usually have a base clock speed and your boost speed. Now, boost speed is for your single thread performance, gaming, yada, 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 that type of stuff that us as miners don't really care about. Yes, you can maximize your hash rate and get a lot more running into that boost range as long as you have the cooling and the motherboard to support it, which costs extra money. You have the efficiency range, which does give you the highest hash to watt ratios, and that's running it at your actual base clock speed. So staying within your base clock range keeps the temperatures down, keeps the power consumption down, gets you really good hash rates still. And, it also lets you to use the cheaper motherboards because you don't need the extra voltages. You don't need the extra VRAM cooling on the motherboards and stuff because we're not overclocking that CPU. So running efficient saves on rig costs, saves on all sorts of other factors over overclocking. But I'm going to see if it's actually worth it when it does come to overclock. So there's still a lot of tests I have to move forward into the future. And that's just that. Golden Wolf, Rig 5. Is Rig 5 happy? Yeah, Rig 5's pumped. He's happy that he's going to be on the most profitable pool soon, but currently he's not on the pool that seems to be the most profitable so far. So he's kind of mad about that. He always wants to be first no matter what he's doing. He has to be the top guy. But, if you get him mad enough, as we saw, he does throw Bitcoins at us. So, But I think he's really going to be mad when I get a Threadripper. I'm going to have to keep them separated because Rig 5 is definitely going to have, anger issues when it comes to a Threadripper sitting beside him because he has no chance. Honestly, think about it. He doesn't have a chance. He's not going to be first place all the time anymore. Okay, what do we got? What? So they get a better grip. Oh my gosh. Stingy, you're crazy. You're crazy. I'm not reading that out loud. Topic. Are you still solo mining ETH? Yes, I am still solo mining Ethereum, guys. Let's see if I hit a block. Last I checked this morning, I did not hit a block, and I still did not hit a block. But yes, I am I'm solo mining Ethereum. Still, can you guys see that? I'll go to that one. Boom. So here we go. You can see it. 17% personal luck, 0 blocks found, yada, yada, yada. Nothing. You know, I should go back to a pool because I'm not getting anything. But, you know, yeah, if I hit a block, you know, I'm going to get a nice, huge, massive chunk. And if it's like a lucky NFT drop block, then I'm going to get, you know, a massive chunk. So is it worth it? I think so. But again, at the same time, who knows? Like I said, it's do or die. Am I going to hit a block? Am I not going to hit a block? I have no idea. I should post my address somewhere on Discord or something. If you guys want to lend some hash rate for a half an hour, 1 hour, 12 hours, whatever, one day, you know, solo bind to whatever that is. What is that? What pool am I using? I don't forget. Oh, 2 miners on my address. Maybe we can hit a block together. I don't know. We'll see. Hang in there. Your block is about 2 months away or less. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm gonna hang in there, let it roll. Hopefully we hit a nice size block and it'll happen. Eventually it'll happen. Just hopefully it happens before the end of Ethereum, which sounds like it's gonna come out whenever it comes out. Thanks to Max Voltage for that. That's a good one. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it's gonna come out whenever it's gonna come. It's gonna come out when it's ready, guys. Okay, stop asking. Oh, that's insane. Oh, I'm hilarious. Are you sweating over the solo mining or what? No, it's good. I'm happy with it. Now that 17% luck technically might be higher because, like I said, based on Flexpool stats, I was finding a block through Flexpool. It tells you when you find a block every 5 to 6 months or so. And I found 2 blocks on there. I've been mining there for a year. I found 2 blocks and I'm coming up to about 2 or 3 months away from finding the next block based on stats on there. So that's when I switched to solo mine. Hopefully, you know, I can hit it earlier. And I have a little more hash rate than when I found them before. But then again, the Ethereum hash rate is definitely climbing up on the network. But we'll see what happens there. I don't really know, you know, too much. Actually, if we're on here, I can go back to the other chat now. Bam! Chat's back on because, I don't know, unless you want to look at my videos. Wait, scroll over to the other platform. What do we got going over here? Mine for mine. What's your solo hash rate? 5.2 gigahash debating trying. So my solo hash rate's only 1 gigahash. You have 5.26. Hey, it's totally up to you. I highly don't recommend solo mining, but you can if you want. I wouldn't do it. But yeah, that's do or die. So allegedly, statistic-wise, I have another 2 months, I guess, before statistic-wise I'll hit that next block. But if we have like 4 months of Ethereum mining left, 4 or 5 months, 1 block could potentially give me more Ethereum than if I was to mine to a pool. So it takes me about, what's 1 gigahash is about 0.4 something per month. So it'd take me about a little over 4.5 months. I think we worked out the equivalent, the same as 1 block. So I have 4 months to hit 1 block. And I'm fairly confident with that number and it happening. And if we hit a block on, you know, a massive NFT drop day, we have the potential to go from 2, 3, 4 ETH to maybe, what if we get lucky and smash out a 400 to 600 Ethereum block? That'd be absolutely amazing. So I'm okay with taking the risk. It's do or die. If I don't hit any blocks, obviously I don't get anything. But if I do hit a block, I'll at least make about the same amount as I would have mined to the pool or potentially make a lot more. So, you know, it's a risk. Do what you want to do. So, you know, it's all up to you. Not financial advice. I wouldn't do it though, guys. It's not a smart move. Oh, my latency, I think I'm around 120 milliseconds. Usually with mining, anything under 200 is okay. Solo mining, it matters a bit more. So you want to get as low as possible. But, you know, I found like even doing tests on different pools, the most profitable pool at times was the one that had the highest latency. Sometimes they're over 220, but I was making more on a pool where I was getting like 60. So latency matters. It all depends if you can get that share to the pool faster than everyone else. Now, if you're unsure what a stale share is, that's exactly what that is. If 2, you know, miners somewhere else in the world, they both find the same share and they send it to the pool, obviously the guy that sent it with the faster connection is going to get there a little bit quicker, resulting in you getting that stale share. So we'll see what happens, but yeah. Created cup. Have you others even overclocked CPU and GPU rigs to save on power if they are not CPU mining at all? Worth it, or does the CPU stay about the same? Let me reread that. I'm not sure what you're asking. Have you others ever unclocked. What? Unclock the CPU on GPU rigs to save on power. I think you're talking about overclocking your CPU to say, well, realistically, you're using the old like G44s, the Celerons, stuff like that on your CPU or your GPU miner rig. So you can try to underclock it to save on power, but I don't really know how much they're going to save because they're already using very minimal type of watts in there. Oh, what's going on? Let's see if this works. What are you talking about? See if what works on me. MC, what are you talking about? You don't get any ideas. I'm coming after you. You hear me? I'm just kidding. What are you talking about, though? Anyone solo mining BTC? Yeah, I'm going to throw one of my CPUs on BTC and see what happens. I'm just kidding. I'm not, but oh my gosh. Solo mining BTC. That'd be absolutely insane. Underclocking CPU to save on CPU watts. For CPU mining, yes, you definitely do that. As for GPU mining, I guess it could depend what CPU you're using. Now, if you're using like a newer type of motherboard with like the Intel 9900Ks or something, you probably would want to underclock it a little bit, but still in idle states, CPUs don't usually use very much power at all. Satellite BTC mining. What is satellite BTC mining? I have not heard of that one. Craziness. Satellite doesn't even seem good. Satellites, they have high latency, don't they? They have a nice, they're fast for downloads, but isn't the upload speeds fairly slow due to the latency? And you know, you get a lot of lag, high milliseconds, whatever you want to call it. What do you think of BTC payout from mining eth? I think that's it's good. 2Miners is one of the only pool, I think is the only pool that offers the BTC one, isn't it? But I think that's a good score because BTC ultimately it's king. So if you're getting paid out, you're getting cheaper transactions. So if you want to start, get that Bitcoin, obviously it's a better way to do it, and it's probably cheaper than if you were to do it through a third party like NiceHash as well. Even though because everything you mine, you get paid on Bitcoin, but they're like third parties taking a cut out of everything. It's kind of like how unmineable is and other things like that. So keep in mind, third-party platforms, they take a chop out of you if you do it yourself, or say 2Miners perspective where you're just getting the payout straight through there and maybe a little cheaper than mining it yourself and then swapping it, but it's hard to say. But I think Bitcoin, getting paid on Bitcoin is a good option because the fees are cheaper as well as other things. Now, there are other layer 2 solutions like getting it through Matic or wrapped Ethereum through the Polygon network. Like Flexpool, I believe, does that now. Let me check it out. Where's Flexpool? Flexpool has wrapped Ethereum. I'll turn my chat off again so we can see this. Just my screen. There we go. So where is it? Settings. And if we go into, yeah, so we can use their mainnet or we can use Polygon layer 2, which does pay you out in wrapped ETH. So wrapped Ethereum. So you can use layer 2 on Flexpool if you want to get it paid out this way. So you're going to need a MetaMask wallet, whatnot. You're going to have to link your MetaMask into the Polygon network. That way you can even accept wrapped Ethereum, and then you're going to have to bridge it over and convert it back to Ethereum if you want. A lot of people just swap it into like, say, Matic or something and just hold their Matic. There have been people that, made massive gains through mining Ethereum, holding it in their Matic, and then, it went way higher than Ethereum did in its current time frame. So that's another option too. If you believe in like Polygon and stuff, which probably a lot of people should, we'll see what happens. But that's another way. Yes, Matic still has transaction fees, but I do believe it's, a lot cheaper than, Polygon's a lot cheaper than Ethereum. Everything is a lot, I don't think there's anything even near Ethereum's transaction cost. Ethereum is absolutely expensive. Like, I don't know anywhere else where you could spend $4,000 trying to send someone $20. And majority of all that is done through the NFTs and MetaMask. Keep that in mind. You hear about all these massive transactions going off. Oh, I spent $50,000 to send $20 or something like that. That doesn't happen in your normal wallets, transferring to each other, doing whatever, swapping it to a crypto Visa card or something. It doesn't happen there. Where it happens is the platforms like MetaMask and stuff, trying to get an NFTs, trying to get the OpenSea, things like this, where you can manually change your gas settings based on, I can't even remember that term. It's been forever since I've looked into any of that. What is that? What's that sliding? Where's my MetaMask? I don't even know where my MetaMask is. I can't remember what that term is. Oh, now I don't even remember what my password is. What is my password? Is it this one? Is it slippage fee or something? I can't remember. I gotta look at that later, but I think it's a slippage fee or something. So like you set those wrong and pretty much it's going to say your transactions go through right now. It doesn't matter what the current gas fees are. It's going to put it higher. And that's where people ran into the mistake of, sending $50, sending $1,000 and their transaction fee was like, $10,000, $5,000, stuff like that. It's through people error the majority of the time using platforms like MetaMask and NFTs and OpenSea and stuff like that. I started using 2Miners for about 2 months now for payout to BTC. I noticed I make even more ETH per day on 2Miners as well. Nice. 2Miners, I was actually thinking about swapping over to try 2Miners. I never really gave it a chance. There was a lot of bad talk going on about 2Miners in the past, so I never really swapped to it to try. But you know what? Maybe, well, I'm solo mining now and I'm at 2Miners, so I guess technically I'm trying 2Miners right now. We got MC. He's a valuable member. He's trying to trick me, but hey, thank you very much for being a member for 2 months. What do we got here? 2Miners, it might be the best way to earn BTC with their payout. Yes, for sure. It's a great way to earn BTC. 2 mil, yeah. Almost 3 mil. So thank you very much for the 3 mil donation. I'm gonna go run out of the country. You'll never see me again. Bye. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Settle down. It depends how often you need payouts too. Usually just waiting until early Saturday and Sunday mornings in North America can get you cheap transactions on Ethereum mainnet. 100% Magic Lucky. That's usually what I do. I have my gas fee when I was on Flexpool. It's set to 65 GUI. And it took like 3 weeks for my last payment to go through. But yeah, usually Saturday night, early Sunday mornings, it will hit like 50, 45, 50, and you'll get your payout. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes 2 weeks, but usually on the weekends, like you said, Sundays, and so Ethereum network does hit a low transaction cost and you get your payout. So that's one way to just be patient. When we come into crypto mining, it's all about patience. Moving forward after Ethereum, like we said, when Ethereum's gone, ROI value or ROII or however you want to dictate return on, how long it'll take to pay off the GPU that you actually purchase. It's going to go from what we previously saw before 1559 of like 3 months, 5 months. We're going to be looking future. And if you're looking at a GPU or something, it's going to be like 3 to 5 years to start paying stuff off. So keep that in mind. It's going to move into a more of a business atmosphere over it's going to take you 5 months to pay that thing off. It's going to take you that much to pay it off. And another thing I use, like when I was calculating how fast, you can pay off or build a new CPU mining rig, a lot of people didn't like the way I calculated some stuff, but hear me out. Let's just start here with my CPU mining rigs. I first started with my gaming PC mining on my CPU, right? It took me a year or so, but after a year of mining on my CPU, I mined enough XMR through Monero Ocean to buy another, motherboard, a complete CPU mine, just a CPU mining rig, not a complete new workstation, but a new CPU mining rig, motherboard, power supply, CPU, cooler, whatever else, depending on which one it is. But I had enough for that. So now I had 2 CPU mining rigs, my workstation part-time and 1 dedicated CPU mining rig. Moving forward, Raptorium stuff started picking up and stuff. I took that and then XMR came in and it cut the time in half. 6 months now to build my 3rd CPU mining rig. 6 months turned into like 3 months to build or like 4 months to build my 4th. And eventually as I go, like right now, if I was to sell my crypto, I could build a brand new CPU mining rig every 20 days or something. I could build a brand new rig just through my crypto mining profits. So ROI, yes, the single rig itself, it's going to take a long time to pay itself off, but as it's all about scalability and stuff, which is one thing I'm also looking into for Chia, which I was doing some more numbers. Yeah, I know I did that video on Chia and, it didn't look too great and stuff like that. Chia's actually looking not too bad. I know it's a hard one to cough down and stuff like that, but think about it. So we're moving forward. Now I can build with the 11 rigs that I have. I can build a new CPU mining rig every 20 days. And every time I add a new one, I can mine enough to build another one. That's how I fund my channel and everything. It's all through my crypto, building the stuff, doing that, and everything else. It's all through my crypto. So I was looking at Chia mining and I was like, what would happen if I, gave it a legit shot? I do plan on getting more hard drives and try it out. This is my 6-month profit video actually right here is what I'm trying to talk about. And a lot of people got a kick out of that. I thought it was fun. I was having fun with that video. Anyway, I was only making 69 cents a day, right? I only have 12 terabytes. And I started thinking that only costed me like, not even $200, for the hard drives. I already had the hardware here. I had the CPU mining rigs, everything else. They didn't have to build a rig from scratch. We're just talking hard drive costs. So I was like, what if I took, MSRP of say a 3060 Ti and put that into hard drives? I find the cheapest hard drives, the Seagate ones, are like 0.0021 cents per, per gigabyte or per byte or however it does it on PC Part Picker. Now, if I was to put that together, I could be at about 20 some terabytes for about $550, which is the same as a 3060 Ti. And with the network and everything so difficulty high, that's 69 cents. That's over double what I got now. I'd be at almost $1.80, $1.80 a day on these hard drives. I'm like, that's actually looking pretty good. And what we've been seeing coming forward out of GPU mining, where it may become unprofitable, you're going to be in the red for a very long time. Chia farming's in the green right now with the massive hash rate that's there, with nobody really talking about it. I'm like, you know what? Chia might actually be another thing to look into moving into the future after Ethereum. So I want to get more hard drives now. For the same price, 3060 Ti, like I said, hard drive, I could be almost $2 a day on that. What's a 3060 Ti currently non-LHR making on, say, Ethereum right now? 3060, no, where's the Ti? Ti Lite, 3060 Ti. So currently right now, what is a 3060 making? So it's $1.95 after power, $2.26 before power. Chia mining for a price-to-price comparison is almost, I could be at like $1.50 or something before power using hardly any watts. Maybe the watts of that is probably $1.20, $1.30. That's looking pretty good, actually, if you're thinking about it in terms of a price-to-price comparison of hard drives versus that. So I want to actually see if these, these numbers are legit. I'm going to go in. I'm going to try to pick up maybe some more, plot some more Chia and stuff, do another test and see what's actually going on. Because obviously with 12 terabytes, it's not a fair test. But then if you do a price comparison, I only spent like not even $200 on that 12 terabytes. So, price to price, Chia mining is looking actually pretty good, as much as I don't like it. So very interesting there. Actually, let's like there we go. Chia Pet. Yeah, I used to have a Chia Pet when I was little. It was awesome. I don't know how we bounce around all the time. I went from CPUs to building this to doing that to moving to Chia farming. Crazy what we do on this channel, huh? Especially during the live streams. We're just all over the place. No one even knows where we are. Please stop. I'm going to lose my lunch. Dropped Chia 6 months ago. Yeah, I know, but I'm seriously might be thinking about Chia again. It's absolutely insane. And then I just went into like, a PC part picker or something, went for the cheapest hard drives possible. And I don't know, it's almost looking like it's profitable. And moving forward with GPUs, like, where's my hash rate thing actually? Where is that hash rate calculator? Let's have another look at this. Like, seriously, where hash rate calculator? There it is. There it is. I'm going to turn off the live chat so we can have a peek at this again. So we did have that live stream a little while ago. Max Voltage was in the chat as well. And we were kind of guesstimating how much hash rate of the Ethereum network. Oh, that's the wrong screen. That one. Boom. So how much of this hash rate was actually GPUs? And due to shortages and when the Antminer A10 came out, we were thinking that, there's probably only 20 to 30% of the hash rate on Ethereum is, in terms of ASICs. That means like 70 to 80% is GPUs. So that's like 800 terahash at 80% coming in off Ethereum. That's a pretty insane number if you think about it. So we looked at it, we were thinking about what that was, and we turned that into actual, what did we say it was? It worked out to like 8 million 3080s. So if we just took 8 million 3080s in terms of that hash rate, we're just going to go 8. Yes, we have our number right here when we looked at it. So we take 8 million 3080s. Boom. Here's the hash rate that's set to hit all these coins. And so let's just take a quick number here. What are we going to look at? So Ethereum's obviously gone. Let's take Kapow for now. So we have 316. Copy that. 316 terahash, I believe, on worth of GPUs on here. So we're going to go into our blah, blah, where's our hashes? So that is 316 mega hash set to come in to say a coin like Ravencoin. We're going to go back into Ravencoin. How much hash rate does Ravencoin currently have? Ravencoin has 4.31 terahash. 4.31. Okay, so we're going to take, what is this number? 316 mega hash, or terahash, I guess. Where is it? Oh, I totally butchered this number. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. This is not looking right now. I'm failing miserably. Where is my number again? So 316, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 316 terahash. I was in the wrong computer. There we go. 316 terahash is that amount. Okay, that's right. 316 terahash. We got to divide it by whatever this is. 316 divided by, where is it? 4.31. So we're just going to go 5, just to round it up. Say there's 5 on there. That is 63 times the hash rate that is set to come into Ravencoin. That's if everyone went to that. Obviously, everybody is not going to hit that. What's going to happen is people are going to come here. They're going to say, oh, Rio's the most profitable. I'm going to mine that. That's going to tank. Conceal, I'm going to mine that. It's going to tank. BitTube, tank, and everything's going to tank. As everyone keeps moving around, eventually people will try different coins. The smarter move might be go way to the bottom of the list. I'm going to mine this one while everyone's bouncing around the top there. So crazy things are going to happen. So here's all that, 3080s worth of hash rate coming in. We're going to look at only 5 times. So currently right now, I want to adjust this so I can actually show you where is 3080s. Okay, let's go 3080 Ti's. We're going 12 by 3080 Ti rig. We're going to calculate our profits. So we have 12 3080 Ti's currently mining Ravencoin, making $22 a day after power. Nice, nice. Remember, we have 62 times the hash rate that could hit Ravencoin. We're going to times this, and I butchered it again. Forward. We're going to times this by only 5. So only a 5 times difficulty increase. Remember, 63 is coming. This is going to be a 5 times. 61,431 times 5. That puts us at 307,307,155. So right now, profits, $22.94 is what we're making. Today's prices and everything. Remember, at the all-time highs, we were still in the red. 5 times difficulty increase. We're negative $1.86. We can't even pay for power here. We're only mining 96 coins per day when we were previously mining whatever it was. So pretty crazy here. We're $1.86 in profits. That's only a 5 times difficulty increase. We have a safe to say amount of hash rate coming in that we could literally go at least 5 times on the top 10 coins. And now take that into other accounts too. 8 million 3080s. Instead of taking the hash rate of Ethereum going one way with say Ergo will actually double that number. So if we have 800 terahash coming in off Ethereum, that's like 800 times 2. That's 1.6 petahash coming in on the coin like Ravencoin or Ergo, I mean. But again, you got to count maybe AMD GPUs. Some of them don't do as well on Ergo. Other ones do better on other coins. But, just a 5 times increase on any one of these current coins right now today is going to be in the red. And even at the all-time highs that we previously had, if you use those same all-time high numbers, we're in the red. So we're going to need a lot of residential miners are obviously, they're going to be selling their rigs. A lot of hash rate is going to drop off this network, and it's probably going to take a good year or something before hash rate and everything comes off and people start realizing what's going on. And maybe I should sell now because people are going to keep mining as long as they can, just hoping that, the prices will go up or, big jack happens or whatever. But it'll take some time. Everything will eventually even out. But in the meantime of all this, we still have Chia farming, which is in the green. We have CPUs, which is still in the green. We have ASICs, those KD Kadana miners are going to be absolutely insanely profitable. So, just buying GPUs right now for the purpose of mining is not really probably in the best interest for really anybody, in my honest opinion. I don't know how it's really going to play out. No one knows how it's going to play out, but the end of Ethereum is really going to change how crypto mining is done and, how many people actually start crypto mining. Ugh. Okay, anyway, Chia Wallet does suck. Yes, Chia Wallet's horrible. What is the only 10% of hash rate goes to all the remain coins? What if only 10%? 10%. Let's try to figure out 10%. I don't know how only 10% would go somewhere, but we can figure it out. 10%. So we got, okay, so we have 1 petahash. So that'd be, I guess, 100. 10% would be what, 100 terahash? Is that right? 100 terahash is 10%? I guess that makes sense because 80% is 800 terahash. So 100 terahash. Okay, so let's go to hash power. 100 terahash, 100 terahash. You have to figure that out. So say a 3080 does like, what's a 3080 do? About 100 megahash, say. So we have 100 terahash. We're going to divide that by, I guess, 100 meg. So I guess that's 1,000. 1,000 3080s worth is 10%. No, that'd be 1 million. 10% would be 1 million because 8 million is, yeah, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I have 1 million in there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, boom. Is that right? Okay, here we go. Let's see what this is. So we have, oh, this is mega hash. That's where I messed up earlier in the thing. So mega hash. Boom. So now we have 39.5 terahash coming in onto, say, Ravencoin with only 10%. So 39, that's still way above 5%, but obviously it has more room to spread out more. This is 10%. Let's take another coin like, what coin should we take? What coin should we look at? Let's take Flux. Where's Flux actually? Let's take a look at Flux. See what's happening on the good old Flux. It's only at 2 mega hash. So how much hash rate do we have here? So we have this much hashes. So remember, we got to use the hash deposit now. So now we're going to have 79 mega hash coming in to say like Flux. And Flux is currently sitting at, where are you at? 2 mega hash. So 79 divided by 2. That's 39 times the hash rate at only 10% the hash rate, coming in off GPUs. That's only 10%. Remember, we're thinking maybe 80, 70%, something like that. So massive amounts coming in. That's if every GPU points on that by itself. But, like I said, there's enough hash rate to easily put the top 10 coins here over the 5 times difficulty hash rate. So, we need 100 times price increase or something at least. Like looking at those coins, like what are those 3080 Ti's making right now? Turn that off. 12 3080 Ti's on Ravencoin are making how much Ravencoin a day? That's the main thing we really got to look at is the coins mined per day, the yields. So yeah, 481 per day is what that rig would be mining right now. And then what was it down here? It's like 90 a day or something. So a dramatic drop, 90 a day. So you can work out the price from there, what you need to be profitable. So 90 a day, you would need, I guess it was 98 a day or something. So we'd have to times that by 50 cents. No, I don't even know. I have to figure all that out. I'm working on the video to have all the proper numbers in. It's going to take a lot of time to do, but where I'll look at the prices each coin has to hit just to break even. The prices coin has to hit for certain things, but if you just think you can swap to another coin, it's not going to happen. Majority of these coins are all going to be unprofitable for months. It's going to be months. Even if we are in a bear run and we're at all-time highs, we're still going to be in the red, and you're not going to mine enough coins based on the current projections of the past bear run. Like at our all-time highs we previously had, we have to go above those, in order to even break even, because we're in the red at the past all-time highs on GPUs at this point. It's going to be crazy. Yes, Flux is souls, but if you look at what to mine, that was one thing I was confused about before just the miner. But when you actually look at it and you base it on mega hash and everything, the souls and the hash rate calculator does work out to be like the mega hash number. So it does even out in souls when you're looking at all the calculators and everything on here. So like example, how can I show this to you logically? So if we take, I guess, see hash, it's saying hashes here, but we know it's red and souls. But if we take an A2000, for example, where is it? They have A2000 here now. Yeah. So it's saying, 26.5 hashes, which is 26.5 sols. Now, where's my actual test here? If I go to online Excel, when I work through these numbers, online Excel, work together. Nope, we don't want to look at that one. I'll give you guys inside information. Okay, 82000 hash rates. We're going to go to Zell. Where's Flux? Flux right here. So I was getting 23.4 sols, which again, we'll just, what the mine just converts that into, even though they're saying sols, it is hashes. So it's about the same amount. So you can easily predict it just by basing it on, this calculator I had here. Yada, yada, yada. So the conversion works out to be what it's going to be is what I'm pretty much trying to say, I guess. But yes, the actual thing for Zell hash is sols. Thanks for streaming while I'm at work. Cheers. Hey, Ben's 310. No problem. Much appreciated. Thanks for showing up and watching at work. EcoHash. I'm back from another failed shopping trip. Ogre MGTOW. Failed shopping trip. What'd you do? What did you do? I'll just solo mine with my two 1660s. Yeah, just do that. Yeah, sols and mega hash. There you go. Fundamental. They're the same thing. The hash rate and all the numbers, they work out to be, the number that it's going to be. It's just that when I'm using this hash calculator, I actually have to use the hash side instead of, the kilohash, mega hash, stuff like that for working out that conversion. It doesn't consider parallel assets though. I believe, no, it doesn't. Okay, you're kind of correct there. At the same time, you're kind of wrong. When mining Flux, yes, when you're mining to pools and stuff, you do get the parallel assets. But I do believe on what to mine and stuff, it's actually telling you, how much you'd make with the parallel assets. Mining on a 3080, you're going to be getting this amount. They're calculating what you're going to be, the profitability of that based even with those parallel assets. Like, miner pool stats, or not miner pool stats, minerpool.org. You mine Flux, there's 5 or whatever other parallel assets, which you're kind of merge mining at the same time, but you're all getting paid out in Flux, which works out to be a little extra profitable. But when you come to what to mine, it already has all of that calculated into it, I think. That's in theory. I have to actually mine Flux and test it all myself to see if it's legit true that way. But in theory, I think it already has it all implemented. Is there a way to adjust the CPU thread on hiveos? Sam Fisher, I am looking into that. I haven't done the video or anything on that yet. I just did the Windows one. I'm hopefully today after this live stream, I plan on going into hiveos and seeing if we can, change some threads around when it comes to CPU mining in there. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can figure it out. It seems like it wants to be tricky and doesn't want to work. But we'll see what happens. Buying 3060 LHR at $554 used for 1 month is worth currently at this time. Is that USD? It depends on the price, I guess, you're using. Jump the chat back on. Got to check the other platform here. What do we got going on? I remember Mad Max was saying he was working in that, not looked into it in a while. Can GPU mine Chia? That's a good question. Can a GPU mine Chia? Yeah, they were definitely, I think they could plot Chia, but I don't know if it can, or it can't farm, I don't think. But they're looking at GPUs for plotting and stuff in terms for Chia. I don't know whatever happened. Like you said, they were talking about it, and I haven't really been following Chia too much lately. But I think I might start again after working on those numbers. But we'll see what happens. I don't really know for sure if GPUs got implemented or not in that yet. 1660 supers assemble. Yes, I definitely want a 1660 because I still got to test out that old RebTech board. Like, way back when we looked at that RebTech motherboard, and it was supposed to be 1660 supers and stuff weren't getting any display and stuff. They weren't working properly with that. So I still need one to finally test that out. And that's like, oh, that's a long time ago. But you know what? The odd person still asks me, what's the deal with it? So I got to test it out. What is that? What is an International Men's Day? I have no idea what that is. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about because tomorrow is Valentine's Day. You're trying to spin it another way. Never set up Monero Ocean. Do you have a video how to do it? Yeah, for sure. I got a bunch. Let's just hit next here. See if it pops up. If you're unfamiliar, this is my website. rabidmining.com. There will be a CPU mining calculator on this eventually as well, sometime in the future. Oh, I forgot I almost forgot to run my thing. Okay, guys, I gotta. Where are you? I gotta run my ad for a second, so stay tuned. I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Crypto.com. Crypto.com is my go-to for actually using my crypto for real-life purchases. With the Crypto.com Visa debit card, it makes it easy to use my mined assets to pay for my power, purchase new GPUs, CPUs, motherboards, hard drives, as well as collect 8% cash back wherever Visa is accepted. If you would like to sell straight to your standard bank account, you can easily request an e-transfer, which usually shows up the following day. On top of all that, Crypto.com also offers trading, simplified DeFi, as well as staking to help you increase the revenue on your crypto assets. Join over 10 million plus users buying and selling 250 plus cryptocurrencies at true cost. By using my affiliate link in the description, you will be granted a $25 funding bonus. Or enter code RABID, R-A-B-I-D, at the sign up. And remember, crypto has its risks. Just like everything else, do your own research. Okay, there we go. And I seen a question down there. What is, do you remember Red Green Show? Oh, yeah, the red green. That's the one with the duct tape. Isn't that the duct tape guy? Ben's 3D Rabid. Did they fix the NVIDIA card issues with RevTech, meaning functionality and detection? See, that's what I want to test. I want to know, did it drop some BIOS updates? They are working on new RevTech motherboards, so I'm waiting to, try to get some in to test for you guys and see if they do that. But I don't have a 1660 Super to throw on that thing to work. But the 3060 Ti's, the RevTech worked just fine. But it was, the older GPUs like the 1660s and stuff that weren't working for people properly. So if it's fixed, it's supposed to be fixed on their new ones when they do get released. I don't know if they're fixed for sure. So, I need to get a hold of a 1660. I need to test it out. I need to find out what's going on. I do believe they're doing some changes. Let's have a look at RevTech right now. See what they're doing. RevTech. Where's RevTech? See what they're talking about here. RevTech blockchain mining services. I think they have the new ones listed on their site, but I don't know if they're available yet. So RevTech blockchain, where is your new stuff? Check now. Not just computer parts, real performance, shop. Oh, whoa, what's going on? RevTech integrated, yeah, shop. Duct tape forever. That's awesome. I remember the one where he, what did he do? He took duct tape. Oh yeah, he cut two cars in half and then he duct taped them together to make a Hummer. That's insane. So here's the new one. It looks like it's listed. So this is the old one, RevTech 8 GPU MB, AMD A6 8500 4G DDR3. So this is the old one originally, and this is the newer one here. RevTech 8 GPU motherboard version 2 Intel J6 412 8GB DDR4. So this is their new one. I believe they also threw in an SD card instead of using their mSATA like they had on the first one. I believe it's an SD card now. First mining motherboard with all-in-one design, USB integration. No need for USB to PCI Express adapters. Yeah, we know that. Intelligent Intel. So they're doing Intel Elkhart Lake. So they're using an Intel CPU in this one. So I think that was their go-to when it came to fixing those NVIDIA GPUs. So that's supposed to work. Low energy consumption, built in. Here we go, micro SD slot for your OS storage. So like I said, instead of your mSATA and stuff that they did use previous version, now they're using the micro SD slot, and it's powered by the same 12 volt 6-pin. No need for ATX PSU. So same thing, powered up with a server power supply, Intel CPU, and a new way for the actual storage. So that's their new one here. I'm hoping to get some in soon so I can take a look at them, but I still don't have a 1660 to plug into this thing. So we'll see what happens moving forward. Let's have a look. Just zoom up. Can we see a better picture of this? And this does say it's available. Can you buy it now? Buy, purchase, add to cart. Add to cart. Add. RevTech in, added to cart. Oh, you can, okay. Check out. Added to cart. First name, last name, ship. So it looks like you could purchase these right now. So I don't know if you guys want one, you can give it a shot. If you can see, send a note, say Rabid sent you. Order notes. Yeah. In order notes, say Rabid Mining sent me. Send them some. or something. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like you can order these now. So that's interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Sorry, what is the benefit of that thing? Of what? That RebTech card? Is that what we're referring to? They're very small. They fit in like a Jeep. So say you had like a 12 frame GPU mining frame or an 8 or whatever, you can literally mount that motherboard in like a GPU because it's smaller than a GPU. It's got all the clips. You don't need risers anymore in terms for the plug-in on the back. You just use the USB instead of the little times one that would normally go on the motherboard. So it plugs in straight in the back there. Also, RebTech had their own integrated USB riserless GPUs. So they're made with their farms. So you literally don't use a riser at all. It's USB into the motherboard and USB straight into the GPU. No risers needed whatsoever. So that's another benefit if you match it with their GPUs. And I don't know, other than that, straight server power supply. You plug it in with a 6-pin instead of using a 24-pin for your motherboard and stuff like that. I think it's cheaper to buy an OCTOMINER. You get everything. Overbuilding a normal rig. Yeah, I do believe that's a great argument. The only issue with OCTOMINER is their shipping, but when it comes down to it, price to price before shipping, it's only like an extra $50 to $100 to buy like the X12 Ultra than to build out a whole 12 GPU mining frame. The open air, the motherboards, the power supplies, and everything. You got to get all that pieced together separately, and you're correct. With the OCTOMINER, once you get it in, extra $50 to $100, plus you got to pay the shipping on top of that. All you got to do is plug in your GPUs and turn it on, you're ready to go. So OCTOMINERs, obviously, I love those things. They're amazing. But, some people, they just can't justify the price, or they just don't want it. Noise could be an issue for some people, depending on how you run them. I run mine at, let me find it here. Where did I got it? Where do I got it? Open. Probably got to adjust my screen. Yes, to that one. So this one, can you see that? Yeah. So I run mine at about 70% fans. Everything seems all right on both of them, I think. This DX8. Yeah, 70% fans. If you start running 75 to 80%, they can start to get fairly loud. And, some people might not like that, but 70% fans seems to do pretty decent cooling. Now, you start trying to do some overclockings or maybe dual mining, or maybe you got like RX 580s and stuff that's, use a lot more heat and stuff, get warmer. You may need to turn up your fans a little bit higher, but, it all depends on your situation and everything. I can get the new Intel RebTechs for dirt cheap, but MOQ of 200. Oh, you just contact me like, MC, you got like inside contacts at RebTech? He's like, yeah, I want minimum of 200 if I can get it too cheap. Nice flex on what? Mr. Fun and Mr. Metal. OCTOMINER still not interested. Still not interested. I get a shirt that reads, I'm oh, that's from South Park, isn't it? That's awesome. South Park. South Park it up. Sorry, what is the benefit? Okay, we went to that. Do you remember Red Green? I don't see any more ads. Oh, I better check the other platform here. You guys talking? You guys yip-yapping at each other? Nope. You guys are pretty calm over here now. Pretty mellow. Mellow crowd. Mellow crowd. So do we have any last minute questions or anything? I manufacture. Forgot I told you. You manufacture? Really? You manufacture for RebTech, or do you manufacture for a whole bunch of people? What else can you get? DM me. We got to talk. Oh, insane. Craziness. Oh, that's awesome, though. That's pretty sweet. Duct tape a 580 to a 1660 for the full red green experience. Oh, not for RebTech. How is your truck? Red Putz is doing pretty good. It's staying pretty warm. We got some people, hauling in some gas and diesel. They're getting through the police barricades. Everything's all good. Will you watch the big Soup Bowl today? Oh, yeah, I forgot that's on. I don't know. I don't usually ever watch football too often. But, I might check it out today because they're supposed to have all those crypto ads all over the place. So I might check out some of the ads, see what it's like. But as for watching the game, probably not. The Beer Hunter. What? Oh, insane. I'll DM you. All right, sounds good. Puppy Bowl. Oh, insane. All right, guys. Well, we've been here for a little while, so I guess I'm gonna wrap this up, and I gotta look into all this XM rig stuff on hiveos and see if we can get it figured out. Any idea if T-Rex will allow dual mining on ton eth like LOLMINER? I'm not really sure actually. eth+ton oh no, T-Rex miner is with a lithium, I believe. Was it a lithium? A lithium? Is that how it's pronounced? I'm not sure. They may update it, as once one miner does one thing, they all slowly start to do it. So as we can see, like NVIDIA did the dual mine, then LOL did the eth+ton, and then now they're probably all slowly try to merge into everyone. Every miner can do everything eventually. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. There will be Canadian specific cryptocurrency ads, I heard, different than US broadcasts. So, oh, really? There'll be Canadian specific ones. That's interesting. I might have to check that out and see. I'll have to check that out and see what happens. So yeah, might have to watch it for the ads, but that's probably about it. I'm gonna go ad watching, not football watching. Oh, insane. What are we talking about? We said Rabid raid somewhere. Where's there a raid? Who's raiding? Who's on? Somebody on right now? I'm confused. I don't know. But all right, I gotta wrap this up, guys. I gotta get going. Gotta do some tests, get some videos together, all that other good stuff. So it's a great show. Thank you, Gary Peters. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, like, all that good stuff. I better hit that button first so you guys can see what's going on here. Oh, is my chat on? I cut it off again. Turn off chat. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, coming out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabid out.